Hey guys, welcome to another episode, another installment of my Sunday series, A-Listers. And this is a series about trying to sell more of your hoard, whether that be jewelry, which is what we're concentrating on at the beginning here of the series. I wanted to start with a tour because I had talked about how I was going to store, or rather this series was going to be about not only storing your jewelry because everyone has their own method, but how I do it to store my jewelry to maximize productivity. Because anybody who collects jewelry or has really gotten deep into the jewelry jars, you know you are overwhelmed, absolutely overwhelmed, to the point where sometimes you just move the jewelry so fast just to put it away, you don't even get to look at it thoroughly. At least I don't. So again, guess I could speak just in generalities about myself, or rather I can be more specific and subjective about myself, but I think we may share a lot. I'm going to start with what I did recently, and that was to organize my black and white jewelry. I got this fabulous little plaque. I showed it to you, I believe. No, I didn't get to show it to you. I told you I was going to show it to you in a haul, but then I was anxious to put it up. It has a beautiful illustration of 1930s models, and it says Milan 1936 on one. It says London 1935 and New York. And they just were so inspirational to me. I always look for things that inspire me because, as you know, if you don't inspire yourself to do listing, you will wind up throwing everything in a lot and just getting rid of it. And in the end, what do we get out of that? You know, again, we only get that home run once in a while in those jewelry bags. But there's a lot of really beautiful jewelry in there that can be listed. So I put all my black and white jewelry here. I also used this little kind of a homemade pegboard, I guess, that I bought at a garage sale a while back. And then my husband made me one too, where I have handbags. But I started with that, and then I again, this is what inspired me to go to the black and white. Then I just put a little pad here. I love to collect the pads to, you know, write thank you notes and everything. And I thought it kind of went there, so I hung that there as well. But these are all black and white pieces that I have not listed yet. None of these are listed. I'm just organizing because that's the first thing I think we need to do is start having a little mindset of organization. That way you know where you're going. Okay, so I had that. And then yesterday, this little pegboard down here was bulging. I mean, it was packed. But I went ahead, and this is where I found the jade necklace that I told you I just discovered was actually jade, because I had just put it over here with all the beads and didn't really pay much attention to it because I wasn't ready to list it. So I looked through each one of these pegs and they were packed to the top. To the top. So I went ahead and put gold chains together. I did some pearls over here with chains. I kind of threw these at the last minute. I don't know what that rock is, but there it is there. And then these are beaded right now. And this went down considerably, and this is where I found the jade. So I now have the jade in my personal jewelry box because I'm going to keep that. But that's that. And then I have my personal jewelry here. I've shown you a tour of this cabinet here. I have two. So this is my gold. Then I kind of mixed it up, though. The rings were just getting too confusing to put all in one side. So this is my personal. It's one of those long ones, and I will link that that video where I showed you the tour of one of these, and I bought another one, and my daughter wants me to buy her one. So I'm going to go ahead and link that channel. Maybe you can still take advantage of that coupon. All right, then over here, sorry if I made you dizzy. Then over here, I think I have told you I had my cards and letters from some of my subscribers. I have some personal photos. I have some Hermes, beautiful decanter full of perfume. I love those. And I had been putting jewelry here too, but it got very confusing and I stopped doing that. I'm reorganizing this, but I wanted to show you that. And then on the back of my door, this is the chaos. On the back of my door, I had a bunch of long necklaces that were also just getting so tangled and horrible. But every time I opened the door and closed it, it would make horrible noise. So I backed it up with all my collection of scarves, and then now they're here. And these have not been listed either, guys, so it's horrible. It really, really is. But we're going to get some inspiration in just a minute. We're getting to that part. All right, this is just my gallery of photos. I'll just try not to make you dizzy, but that's all my kids and everything. And here's a little altar that I have. And then this is what you've seen before where I have all of my milk glass vases where I'm holding bangles. These bangles are not completely organized either, guys. I'm going to redo these because I'm putting what I'm pulling out of the jars, I'm putting in there. And there are a few that are listed. So I need to pull those out and put them in these little things. And this is what I was so excited to show you about, to show you and talk to you about the other day. I cleaned out the Goodwill. I don't know how. I got there, it was serendipitous. They were still in the bin. They were just going to put them out. But they had about 10 of these for bangles. I got, I think all. I think one lady got 2. She got 2, and you know, I said, go ahead and take it. She was actually going to let me have them. I said, no, that's okay. You can take some. So they were only $1.99. Yeah, they were $1.99. So I got 2 big velvet ones. And this is where I have started to organize them into plastics and the colorful plastic bangles. And I have some in the back here that are all stretch, but they're the very nice stretch. Some of them are mine. Actually, I have the ones that Vicki Porter sent me that I love, and the little elephant one back here and a plastic one. So these are the kind of the nice stretchy bangles. And of course, you've seen my collection of hands. I have listed those 2 rings on Etsy. This is another ring. I got these rings from Sandy's auction a few months ago. They're the ones that are hallmarked, $9.25, but they actually aren't, and she told us they weren't, so she let them go pretty cheap, actually, and we got some really good deals because they're very pretty, and I've gotten some offers on some of them already. So a lot of these things here are mine, but I'm trying to organize them to where I only have listed things here, and that's what I'm doing here. I did move these giant boxes that you've seen me haul down here because they do hold everything that is either listed or going to be. Like right here, this is all my sterling that I'm selling or listing or thinking about listing, but a lot of it is listed. So if it's listed, it's in here. And if it's new and it's sterling and it popped out of a jewelry box, it's going in there. All right, so everything is in here from pendants to earrings here in the little boxes. I love these jewelry boxes, guys. They are so amazing. They really are, and I have thrifted both of these. Again, here's all sterling bangles and things that have come out of jewelry boxes and that I will list. So that's why they're here. They're not in my little cabinets that are over there by the closet that I showed you. They're not there. And then, of course, this lifts up as well. And this is where the necklaces, the bigger necklaces and bangles are in this one. That, again, will be for sale. And then, and that's why I don't like to stack them unless they are going to be part of the business, right? I'm not going to be like looking for things that are really mine, but you know, I try to keep it all together. Here's another huge one, and this has all of the earrings, a lot of the earrings that came in that organized buy that I got from Goodwill. I think it's been a year. So a lot of those earrings are listed. They are done and on Etsy and on eBay and everywhere. So I know when they sell, they're either in here. Last year, they have really well on Etsy. And again, there's just a lot of room in these jewelry boxes. So I'm ready to find them. And even though I'm disorganized, I think I'm disorganized sometimes. But, you know, I try to get better and better at it because I get more and more jewelry. So that's what I'm putting in here. Things that are coming into from the jewelry jars. The earrings are definitely in here. I have also a collection of my cameos, but I need to list those. Cameos and lockets are in there too, and that's why they're here. That's why they're not in my personal more stuff. All have been listed. All right, and then in here, this is another really nice leather one that I got. These are one that I just found, but I want to also list these, so that's why they're here. This is that, who was that? Somebody. And it's a bangle that can be taken apart. So here also is a beautiful little thing. I think I've showed you this in my jewelry collections. These are brooches, all this one like this. I was so disappointed when I didn't find it when I went back. Remember I told you the story that I had kind of hid it under something. Found it, but it was just like this, and I was so happy with the brooches so that I can know where they're at. So they're not organized. I still want to try to do more of like a color coordinated one, maybe separate them into vintage and whatnot yet. And these are those other organizational ones that I got, but make a plan last night and the jewel list. And I decided to go with these because they're on trend right now, guys, and you know the trends come and go. The statement necklaces are weaning. I really, really do think they're waning, rather. They're kind of hard to move sometimes unless they're really maybe a J. Crew or something like that. So that's why I have those separate. Here I have a Kendra Scott that came out of a jewelry jar. Haven't listed that, so that's why it's here. Then these little tassel style necklaces, they're very, very in right now. So I have two. I don't want to get them tangled, so I didn't put a whole bunch in there. Another super cute little heart with rhinestones is there. And then this one as well, two only. Here's a beautiful tassel. Again, I don't know if tassels will be in, you know, by next Christmas. Maybe they'll be on the way out. I want to get them listed. I put them here, and that's what I want to do. I love looking at my jewelry to get inspired by it. You know, I don't want to just put it like I did on that rack that I showed you. It was a big mess. All of these I hope to list this week. Again, they're all kind of the same theme. Like this one, I got a whole bunch of these out of one bag one time. I don't know what the deal was, but it's a lot of charms, kind of a potpourri of charms just strung together. This is a vintage watch. I've been wanting to list it, haven't listed it, so that's why it's there. A little cute little cameo charm necklace. Again, just sitting stacked in that rack that I showed you of a mess. And it's really beautiful. It's got cameos and it's fun. Then this is a Lord of the Rings ring. Again, someone identified that for me and told me what it was. So I'm hoping to get that listed. That's why I pulled it out of the junk over there, that, you know, where it's lost. It's basically an abyss. Here's the other one that was like that. So all of these, I have bought these little boxes. I've lucked out and found them at the Goodwill. I forgot what I paid for these. Hey, Jude, I'm so glad you're here. And I'm hoping everyone is not getting dizzy with my movement here. I am holding it with one hand. Here's another really trendy one that is trendy right now. This leather and pearls and metal thing. And these are genuine pearls. And they were sitting over there in that big abyss with nothing to do. See these? These little dichroic glass ones? These, I mean, not punk. What do you call it? Steam? Is it steampunk? Yeah. Steampunk kind of theme there with rivets and all kinds of things. This as well. So I'm going to get on that this week. I listed about 5 or 6 things this morning. I'm hoping to finish up a few tonight. But by 5 or 6, guys, it still took me an hour because I listed it on 3 venues. All right, then here's the other bingo at the Goodwill, guys. I found these. I was going to take them all. I think it's 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And I think I left 4 behind. And that was only because I told myself, I don't want to just store the jewelry. I feel like if I put it out here, I list it, I sell it, I move it. And if I just have a whole bunch, I'm just going to wind up like, you know, having a party with storage. And I don't want to do that. Look, that's what, actually, these were 99 cents. These were 99 cents. The little racks were $1.99, and I'll show you the rest. So what I put here was all my gold, not all, some gold brooches that are not listed yet. And these have little separate things and everything. They're little box, little grooves or whatever to separate the brooches. I put some red, not listed yet. I put the vintage pieces that I got from my dear coworker that he gave me. Here's the genuine ivory beads that I hope to turn into a bracelet. But I have them out here so I can see them, so I can know where they all came from. And then they just stack, guys. All of these stack. I put some gold here. 99 cents. It was like, Thelma, get organized. Get organized today. Necklace that was tangled the other day. And I think it was from Banana Republic, but it was beautiful. People were complimenting me on it. They thought it was really pretty. So I'm going to strike, hopefully, when it's hot, right? Here's another one there. These are those really exotic Cleopatra-looking ones. And I moved everything. I just found this artisan here in Texas. And this is it here. I still have the card because when I bought that, I had the little card. And I've worn this maybe once, guys. So I'm going to list it. It does sell for good money. This is bronze, I believe. And it was hidden in another little leather, real pretty leather jewelry box that I have. It was the only item in there. And I think I have worn it one time. Other things that I was going to put in MSP, but I didn't get to. This is a Vivienne Westwood. I've been watching a lot of her videos lately, and I adore her fashion sense, or her design house. So I want to list that too. And 13 of the two behind us, I just thought that's enough. I just need to organize them to list and to sell. And that's my point here. I also pulled out brooches from this box that I knew hadn't been listed, and I put them here. So now these will be listed. Okay. And I just love the way they don't crash each other. You know, sometimes this is what I'm talking about with shelfware, with jewelry. You go back and look in the jewelry box, and it's lost a rhinestone. And it's just not safe for them. Here's another really pretty, I thought this was a Coro last night. We ran into that one. I tried to put some themes, but I think it's still going to be easier. This is a peach one. I just wanted to put my patriotic one here because Miss Bougie Bear sent me another little flag with one of the gifts, as a gift when I bought something from her auction, but I'm going to probably put that somewhere else. This is the pink kind of, I don't know what you would call these, but they're kind of textile. They're very, very popular. This one actually sells for over $100. It's signed by the artist, and I just thought it went well. This one is listed. I have not listed this one or the pink one. No, I do have the pink one. These two are listed, so I have to list those. And then, I mean, I'm just really excited that I'll be able to look in here and say today. You know, like I did with the statement necklace in my first episode that I showed you. And then down here, again, this was all covered with books. I had books, and I had, you know, my kids' work from kindergarten. And I'm like, I've already made my son a scrapbook. I will eventually, but for now, I want to put it in another place. And I'm going to use my bookcase, you know, can have motivation. When I look at my things, I can say, look at all of that. Waiting for you to list. And this is that little box that I bought. This is full of stretch bracelets. Nice stretch bracelets that my daughter hopefully will list. I already gave her a whole bunch to list on Depop. She's listing on Depop. This is all stretch bracelets. I have a couple of jewelry books here. This is another jewelry box that is mine, but that's why I'm stacking these, because I don't list to these. These are like my pearls. When I stack them, it's more because they're like, I need to stop doing that because I want to put my collections separately. Here is a collection of cameos that haven't been listed, and I will list those. This is my Mexican jewelry because it's but it's Mexican jewelry that is listed. Okay, I'll show you that real quick. I may have showed it to you before. This is what my son bought me when he was on vacation, and some other Mexican pieces that I've acquired through the jewelry jars and things. This is a bracelet, but I want to. It's got some Mexican jade on there, the icons and all. It's so heavy. These are those earrings that Sandy fixed for me. And the Mexican charm bracelet. This one is listed, but I will not go any lower than what it is right now. Uh-oh, I have to fix that in a minute. I will not go any lower. I've gotten some offers, but it's a beautiful signed piece. So that's why I don't want to go any lower. And then I don't know if you guys have ever seen a caboodle made for jewelry, but I was super excited when I found this one. And this one's actually got a defect, but because it has a tray that slides out. And these are all brooches. All brooches, and most are listed. I tried to organize them with flowers. Most are listed. Some are kind of holiday. I haven't really listed those. Those are just there. But I love this caboodle. I've never seen another one like it. But like I said, I think one of the little trays fell out. And it is extra large and extra nice. And then I have some jewelry bags here, about 4 that I haven't opened yet. I have this little case that I kind of put some really nice jewelry in here, and I'm not ready to list it yet. This is that David Bowie watch, 28 stuff. This is actually a really old one that is just here because it's just kind of special, and I don't want it to get messed up. Him. See, I'll be looking everywhere for it if I don't move him back to that tray upstairs. I mean, up in the top shelf there. So that, and then he's beautiful, kind of, you know, stacked. I love this little tray there. I do, like I said, my goal is to be organized, to list and to ship, to sell, all of that. Remember I had this statement necklaces? Well, I had a giveaway last week, and I gave away quite a few. And then now they're filling up again, but they're not organized yet. They're just kind of there, and then I will organize them when I decide what kind of cat they're going to go in. But right now, this is kind of a cactus. This is for the stretch bracelets. Are you doing okay, guys? And how's the stream? Let me read it real quick. I'll let y'all stare at the jewelry jars. And then I'll sit over there. 5 people are watching. Thank you guys so much for coming in. I really, Catherine. I need new glasses, guys. I can barely read this stuff. And Picky Chick is here. And let me see. It's buffering. Bat. Oh my gosh. Is it really? That's Closet. Yes, the stackables are crazy. It's slightly blurry. Well, we will go sit down. Hopefully it'll straighten up in just a minute. Is Guillermo in here? I think I saw somebody say hi to Guillermo. Hi, Jill, Jennifer, and Pearl is Precious, Jude, Belinda. Guys, if you're new to the channel, please be sure and subscribe today. We're going to do a lot of talking about jewelry as we usually do, but I am a reseller as well, so that's always part of my game here, is trying to lessen the hoard and make it more of a productive enterprise. And yeah, these were fabulous, guys. 99 cents. And the thing is, when I saw it, I don't know why I thought it said $9.99, and I left it. And then I saw him bringing out more, and I said, oh my gosh, those are so fabulous. Expensive. He goes, what do you mean? They're only 99 cents. I said, oh gosh, I thought they were $9.99. And then here's my little table here. You may see that in the background sometimes. This is all necklaces that are not listed. Not listed at all. And look at the stack. And then this is one that I already had for my bracelets. So I have that there. I have my torso there. I hope you can see all of those. I mean, I'm trying to separate them. None of these are sterling. They're all gold or silver tone. These are the really long ones. That's why they're sitting on here, and they're draped right there. These are all earrings, not listed. I don't believe any of these earrings are listed. So, yeah, and then once I sold this whole rack down here in the middle with the white ones, and sold it on an MSP auction. So I got to fill it up again. Here's a little torso that I use for staging, taking pictures. Really pretty stuff on here. None of it listed. None of it listed. I just got this one. This is all gold down here, gold tone. So I'm trying to organize it right there, like trying to put all gold necklaces there. These are the really thin, not sterling again here, but very thin or crystal embellished necklace. It's a little rotating one, and I gave one to my daughter. So that's there. But again, delicate necklace is another thing I have to conquer that I haven't done yet. And then over here are the other items I bought that day at the Goodwill. And that's it. Those are the necklace forms. And again, they take very good pictures. They really do. These are high quality. I had one that, I mean, it's like a magnet for the lint. It was horrible. These are super nice. These were also $1.99. I think I got 5 of them. And again, to take pictures, but also to inspire me to see them, look at them, switch them out. You know, I'll like take my photo and then I'll say, I already took that choker and that, and then I'll put that one away and put something else there. This little thing here also has very thin chains on it. Nothing listed because these are for when I get pendants that don't have chains. And I tried to organize them by silver and gold. And then, of course, you've seen my bust of pearls there. This is just kind of my background. I really don't think I'm going to list any of these. I love them. This is the one I got. It's a gift. Isn't it gorgeous, from Jude? I have that there. And, of course, my pretty lady there. And then these are the other racks that I got. And forms. So I got one short one, but this is a super nice one. I once bought one from Amazon that was horrible. You've seen it. I use it sometimes, but it doesn't hold anything. But this is a little short one, kind of for, you know, more of a choker or elaborate necklace there. And then that one. And I got 4 of these racks right here. 4 racks for the bracelets. Hope you can see that. Okay, now get ready. Stop looking at my carpet. It's disgusting. I got to get it fixed. I got to get new carpet in here of dusty rose. Okay, here it is, guys. Look at this. Another hoard. This is a coat rack full of bracelets, bangles. At least they're organized by color. This is all blue. This is a coat rack, guys. It goes all the way down there. And then I didn't go all the way to the back. I think I have some orange there. Some orange. Some kind of earth tones there. Some pastels. And then bangles at the top. And my daughter gave me the idea of putting the bangles up here. So I ran out of room for the bangles. This is my beautiful picture of the stones. Then I have more jewelry back there. On another rack. Then I made a, this is jewelry that was, that is not any good. It's like broken or whatever. And I just draped it there. This is kind of like the first things I did with my hoard of jewelry from a jewelry jar. I'm trying to cover my sign there. And yeah, that's it. And then some more forms. And then this is where I organize my jewelry jar unjarrings. When I can. I'm going to try to put you down here and flip you over. I think I showed you. Oh, I was going to show you that other jewelry box, but that's okay. That one just has some of the personal stuff that I've gotten as gifts. And that light's probably pretty bright, huh? Sorry. That is my light there. Let me cover it. All right, let's see. Let's see if we can get this okay. Close your eyes. This is pretty intense. I'm using my phone today. I'm trying to flip. There it goes. Oh my goodness. Hold on, guys. Okay, there you are. Ooh, that light is really bright. Let me turn that one off. Okay, so what do y'all think? Mess, huh? It's a mess, but I'm working on it. I think I want to turn that light off too. Yeah, that's a little bit better. For some reason with the phone, that light is like blinding. Sorry, guys. See, I can't even stand you up. Okay. Yeah, so that's one of the things I do in here. Whoa, there we go again. Sorry about that. This is not going to work out. I'm going to have to maybe put it right here. Doesn't want to stand up. You're going to get so dizzy and disgusted. Sorry. But it's just not, maybe if I stand up. Maybe if I stand up, that'll be better. Okay. Yeah, because this thing is just way too small for you to sit on in this tripod. This tripod is what I usually use for my close-up jewelry. Okay, I think that might be okay. Now you're just staring at my globes. So anyway, guys, that is what I wanted to talk to you about today, was trying to get a little bit, you may think I'm not organized, but I'm not as organized as I could be. I know that, but I'm really doing my best to try to get it where I can find it, where I can see it, and it can motivate me to move it. And now you know why I have so many giveaways as well, because I'm drowning in this stuff. I really, really am. And I was doing a lot of redonating of my stuff, of the jewelry, and I don't want to rebuy it, right? So I was donating it to another thrift store that that I don't go to because it's kind of expensive and they don't really do jewelry jars. So I didn't think there would be a chance of me rebuying it. But I was thinking about what Tanya said, and she redonates hers too to another thrift store. No, to the same thrift store she goes to, but then she waits. But I can't do that. I don't think that would be feasible. I think I would wind up buying the same thing. So I decided to do what the Crazy Card does, Mike, and he makes grab bags. So, oh, I didn't show you my big giant bucket of junk in here. Not junk, but, you know, the stuff that I'm not going to list. I think I showed it to you. It's that huge, like a hamper thing. And anyway, that's going in there. All of the stuff that does not get listed or that I feel doesn't translate well into an online individual listing, I will put in there. But now I'm going to start putting it into grab bags. And I guess I'll get kind of like the medium flat rate or something for $15 and then just start stashing them in there and present them on eBay. Or like I was talking to you about earlier, I am going to start a Facebook group for selling. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to go about it or how it's going to work out because I do have another Facebook page and I don't want that one to be a selling platform. So I'm going to look into that. Otherwise, I am going to start putting mystery bags together and we can probably do a video about that. But yeah, that's really what I wanted to talk to you about today. What kind of organization do you have? Where do you put your things? I know a lot of people do bins, but if I only have bins, I don't get motivated. It's just like I did with that stack of necklaces that I showed you in the beginning. They were just there. They were just there and they weren't moving. They were just building and building and building. And this way, at least I have like all the blue together or something. And then I'll know, oh, I'm going to tackle some blue ones today. Like I said, what I have over there is what I'm doing next. All the ones that were separated into the little squares, those are the ones that I want to list today. I don't want to put them away where I don't see them. I want to say to myself, okay, I'm going to do those trendy little tassel charm necklaces. That's going to get done. And then I'm only going to leave them up for a while. I really am, especially something like that that's not a James Avery or it's not a 14 karat gold piece. I'm only going to leave them up for a few months. I just can't afford to just keep having more and more and more. I'm losing a lot of real estate in this house, and it's just not fair, you know, for myself and for the family that we're just drowning in this jewelry. So I'm going to list it for a while. I'm going to reduce it. I don't care if I only get $1 or $2 for it. I've gotten things that I only got $2 for on I hate my hair like this, guys, but it was such a mess with it in a bun last night, and it was like, whoo. So I put a barrette, but I'm going to let it loose now. Maybe it calmed down a little bit. Anyway, what was I saying? So, oh, I have sold some things on Etsy for $5, and I only make $2 on, but gosh almighty, I paid a penny. They're coming out of a jewelry jar. I paid a penny, a dime, a quarter, 50 cents, you know? And I would rather someone can buy a bundle of two or three things that she paid $5 a piece for, plus shipping, and she's happy with her $25 purchase of 4 items, and I have moved 4 items. So that's going to be my new philosophy now is, and we'll discuss pricing in another video, hopefully in an upcoming video, a little bit more intricate about pricing. But as far as this jewelry jar, jewelry, if it's not a signed Monet that's collectible or a, you know, a Listener, Napier, all those beautiful names, if it's not something like that and it's not exquisite, I'm going to let it go for $5. It's just what I have to do. You see what I have in here. you see what I have organized. And these bangles behind me, I did organize these a bit too. They're by metal. Someone suggested that I do like colors, but I'm not quite doing the colors yet. I've done the gold and silver metal, and then I've done the what do you call it? The plastics and the charms, the ones that are chains, linked bracelets. So I'm doing them like that. And I think that's pretty much what I wanted to show you today. I do have a lot of things under this table behind me too, but I moved some of them. I have a lot of little jewelry boxes that kind of catch my sterling silver. I find a broken necklace or whatever, I have that in there for that. I have my giant box of watches under this table that we're sitting at. This is a glass table. This is actually a dining table, but it is my work area. I have my sewing machine there. I put my computer here. You saw my lights and all of that here. Under my lights is a basket of beads that I do for collecting for bead lots as well. And then I have a huge tub as well full of bangles and bracelets that I will likely grab a handful. Again, they're not broken. They're not going to go in a junk drawer. I mean, a junk lot, but they're not as interesting to list separately. So I'll put those in those lots that I hope to do. But that's what I hope to do, is to look over everything again. I always discover something that I didn't know. Last night, actually, I found this ring pop out of that jar, and it is sterling. It has 2 or 3 hallmarks, including made in China. Can you guys see that? Where's the camera here? I forget. There it is. This is my phone. Okay. It's really pretty. It's got a blue stone. It's probably just glass. It's very tall. It almost looked like a man's ring. I don't know if you can see that very well. But I found that too. And I'm going to throw some lots together too of rings. Maybe some sterling rings. Put those up on Macari. Like I said, there's a lot of different philosophies for pricing, and we'll discuss that later. But today I just wanted to show you how I organize this area for me as a part-time reseller. Now, if I was here all day, I would probably have a lot more going on. But as it is, I get home at 6:30. I list a few things. I have my weekend. I list a few more things. I have put clothing on hold completely. I only have what I have up there. I haven't even listed the Missoni beautiful knit designer pieces that I have. I have some Burberry jeans. I have beautiful things in the garage, and that's on hold right now till the summer, or till it gets a little bit more warm in the garage so I can go in there and work. And then, like I said, I'm only going to stick to that with the designer end. I don't even want to pick up regular clothing at all. It's just not conducive to my lifestyle right now as a full-time teacher and part-time seller, but again, a power seller. So I do consistently sell. I have been a power seller for 12 years on eBay. I know how to sell. I know how to list. I know how to get it done. But the thing is, the motivation. You always get burned out. If it turns into a real drudgery, you don't do it. If you find that things are a little bit more expensive than they used to be, you get a little discouraged. But you have to think of alternative ways to move your inventory. There's always some other payoff for it. Like I was telling you about that bracelet from Hermes. It's a broken bracelet, but it came in a jewelry jar that I only paid $10 for in Chicago, and I sold that for a very good penny, much more than I would have anticipated. But it's kind of a give or take. Sometimes you're going to lose out. You're going to sell something for $2, but what would you rather do? Make $2 or just let it sit here for another year or two? Because jewelry is got a shelf life, as you know that. Another thing I like to do, guys, is organize. I don't know if you guys use planners, but I have to have my planner handy. I tell it everything about what I'm going to do personally. I do have another one at work. They give us one at work with everything that's expected at work, the days and all of that. This is my personal one that stays in my purse. I had a smaller Louis Vuitton, but I never really used it. And I found this Filofax at the Goodwill, and I love it. I use it as and I've talked about this in other planner videos that I've made. I use it as a sort of a file cabinet. All of the, I don't really need people's addresses anymore. and phone numbers. So I use the index here as a file cabinet. So, you know, under F, I'll put future videos or video ideas or the jewelry that I need to list or what I need to ship, because I will forget that I got, you know, 3 sales, and I'll forget to do it when I get home and have it nice and ready to pack it the next day, ship it out. Or sometimes I forget to take it off of a listing. Also, I have several questions from potential buyers that often don't get answered if I don't write it down. If I don't, because I can't, you know, it'll come up on my little badge in my phone, and I'll see it, and then okay, I'll get back to that, and then I forget. But if I don't write on here, hey, somebody wants to see those earrings modeled, I have to do that. Somebody just asked me, they want to see these huge earrings, they want to see what they look like on, and so I have to do that. I want to sell those earrings. So all of that goes into the planning phases as well. I cannot function without a planner. I don't know if you guys do. Let me know what you do to get organized, how you remember to list this and list that and take this off and whatnot. It's a struggle. It really is. But it's a pleasure. It's something I still really love. I found the beautiful little horse the other day in a jar, the James Avery. That doesn't happen often. It happens a few times, and when it does, it's great. I found out that the James Avery, actually the horse, is selling for $89 and $100. I think it came in different sizes, because some people are selling them for $40 and they look smaller. So I have to research that, because sometimes James Avery has put out different size charms. But that's pretty much it, guys. Let me look in the chat and see how it's looking again. And excuse my hand over here. Oh gosh, do I forget? I forget lots of things. I have to write it down everywhere. I was telling Sandy the other day that I write down things on my garage door. I really do. I write in a dry erase. I'll just write it there before I leave. I'll see it, or in my bathroom window, or like, especially if I have a really important date to attend a meeting or something, I write it in my bathroom window. I write it on my rear view mirror. I have Post-its and I have reminders on my phone, but I'm really the type that likes to write things down. And I think that when you write it down, you remember it more. So that's why I do that. And it's just really important. And then I even put down list today. Because if not, it'll be like, oh, I haven't listed. And then the more you don't list, the more you hate it. I can't tell you how many people I've heard say, oh, I don't have time to list. Oh, it's so time consuming to list. Yet they're sitting in a 3-hour video, literally sitting in a 3-hour video showing you all the stuff they can't list. You know, I mean, and I've done the same thing. I've done the same thing. I've complained about not having time, yet I sit and watch YouTube videos for 3 hours, and, you know, and that's why I love the videos that I can just listen to. Or when you're describing something, I love listening to the sales videos, what you sold on eBay and so forth. But I can't stand it when they don't say what they sold. They just do a screen share and tell you, I sold this for $55. Okay, but I'm over there in the other room and I want to know what it is. Because I'm very much a multitasker, so I have to be kind of discriminate about the videos that I'm watching. I love when people can give you pictures with words, and you don't have to sit there, you know, you can be multitasking. But, oh, I didn't show you the dresser. Oh my gosh, let me show you the dresser. Let's turn around. And then maybe we won't fall back. How's the stream? Because I don't want to be moving if it's that bad. Hey, hello strangers, and Anita, how are you? And Mary Pelletier and Picky Chick is still here. Thank you guys so much. It's 60 people watching. Give me a thumbs up. I'm going to show you that beautiful dresser that I have. Now that I turned off the lights, maybe it won't blind you. Let's go back. All right. See, there's my beaded lot. It's turning into a beaded lot. See, there's more stuff. This is a box of nothing but post and backs earrings. That's probably in less than a year, guys. It's ridiculous. Okay, then I have this little shelf here. This is actually, I think, a homemade doll case, because this is long, like you could put your doll in there, right? But I bought it, and I put all my little pouches to pack my stuff, to pack the jewelry. And then I even made this thing up when I hadn't bought me a little stand for the earrings. I made this one up, and it worked really well. So I had that in there. I still kind of take that with me to work. So sometimes I list at work. I do so much during lunch. It's ridiculous. I should enjoy my lunch. Probably why I'm so overweight. I have some Chanel clips I need to list. These are all, well, these are big necklaces and some pendants in here. And this is the one I just found. I've got to put that on a chain and list it. I love it. And then here, all pendants. These are deep, guys. Look how deep those little shells are. None listed. All pendants. Beautiful, nice pendants, but no chains, you know, but at least I separated them, right? Here's my old radio. There's my son when he graduated law school. And some more gallery of pictures. Okay, now this jewelry box, I do have some things listed here, but this is a lot of the things that my beautiful subscribers have sent me. Like, I got some friend mail from Australia, and Vanessa has gifted me some beautiful things. So I put that there. And this is just right here by my bed. But I wanted to show you this is that kidney tray. This is kind of a catch-all. Like, I will take off my rings. I'll put them here before I put them in their right place. These Miriam Haskell, I can't believe I haven't washed them yet. They actually have a little verdigris, and they're sitting there staring at me in the face. And I have to wash them. Okay, and then this is the dresser. It's just a little tiny 3-drawer dresser, guys, that I redid. I actually refinished this in this pretty blonde color, but I think I stained it. I don't know what happened. I'm not really crazy about the knobs, but anyway, this used to hold my daughter's things when she was a baby, just like her socks and things. So I turned it into a jewelry cabinet, and I think it works fabulous. I have everything that's on the silk scarves here listed, but a lot of this stuff is new, just came in. I was going to put these in the MSP Asian lot that I was going to auction off, but I didn't get a chance to do that. So I tried to separate things in here as well. I just threw this in here recently because I had everything just on some silk scarves. This is that, I just recently took this off of Etsy because someone made me an offer and it was kind of lowball, and I hadn't put it together with the earrings, so I want to do that. Here's that really pretty alligator one. These are some cufflinks and things that are boxed. This is a Napier, I think. Yeah, that's that Napier piece. So I kind of have it there. Some of them are listed. Almost everything on the silk scarf is, but I really like the idea of doing this, of turning a dresser into something that you can use. So again, more jewelry. I have it separate. I have all, these are the ensemble. Or I had 3 necklaces here, 3 here. My husband tells me to put them in plastic bags, but I don't think so. I don't think I'll find them if I put them in plastic bags, even though they're already listed. I guess I should label them. But again, I just find it more inspiring to look and touch and feel your jewelry. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. This is a little bone piece that I've had forever since I was in high school. It was actually a hair comb, and I have the moon too. And I turned it into a brooch. And then just some more things that are boxed. Again, it's just 3 deep things. I have the Christmas brooches in there. See, when I put them on the trays the other day, that's when I got inspired to list the Christmas stuff. Because I showed them to you in a collection, and I was just like, wow, these are so beautiful. Someone's going to love them. And I did sell, and I'm still selling the Christmas brooches. I just sold one last week. But I got busy, and I listed at least, I think I listed them all. And I listed most of them on 3 places, including Etsy, Mercari. I think I did more on Etsy and Mercari than eBay. I put a few on eBay, but I just feel like they move faster on Etsy and stuff. So yeah, that's a 3-drawer dresser, guys. That is a jewelry dresser, basically. Yeah, that's that. And then, of course, I showed you that. I have some more little cabinets here. I have not gotten busy with the men's accessories. This is full of, uh-oh, sunglasses. That's in a purse. You see? This is all men's accessories. Beautiful. I have, but definitely not all. So, that's it. All right, let's go back and then we'll say goodbye so we can get productive again. All right. I hate this tripod. It's really not very balanced. I don't know why. I just stand up. How was the stream all this time, guys? Was it horrible? It's really different on the phone, too. The phone usually gives me a hard time. But, yeah, I'm going to let you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, it was just a little bit about production. Trying to get organized in order to be more productive. My shelving on top has other things that I sell, like books, my Amazon books. And the little armoire right here on the side that you sometimes see in my video, that one my husband found curbside somewhere. And he was going to put it in the garage to hold some of my things over there. Like I have my wrapping station and everything over there. But I said, no, I think I want that. Because again, it has like 3 drawers. It has like 3 drawers in it. So I said, I want for my purses. My purses that are listed, there it is there. Yeah, my purses that are listed are right here in this armoire. It's got a small drawer at the top. It opens up with 2 doors. And then in the middle it has 3 big drawers. And then the bottom it has 2 deeper ones. And they're full of handbags. And I'd say half of them are listed. But it's full. And at least they're not hanging. I used to have them, a lot of them hanging on this coat rack. Or I had them on shelves up at the top. And they would get dusty and everything, so I had to find another way. Then the armoire behind me also holds purses and other things. But the main compartment is all handbags. So now you know the rest of the story of this crazy room. It's been blurry. Oh my gosh, that's horrible. Oh, thank you so much, Kathleen. I'm so sorry it was blurry. I don't know what's going on with my internet. It's really, really bad, I guess. And I guess I'm just going to have to do another provider or get that 5-cat thing they were talking about, because I think they've done everything they can do. So I'm going to let you go, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so. Don't forget to come back next week. I will have a new theme. I think I'm going to talk about pricing and packaging. Not so much how you package it, but how to best sell packaged jewelry or designer jewelry or fashion jewelry and so forth. I'm going to talk a little bit about that next week, okay? So I hope that you join me,